Nisa, what's going on?
Do you know about the government's regulations on sexual harassment?
Yep, people have been talking about those regulations lately, and besides that, we can see it in the news everywhere.
So, do you have any comments about those regulations?
It's good. These regulations is so crucial nowadays since we almost find and hear new cases of sexual harassment every single day. Such a cruel phenomenon, isn't it?
Actually, I agree with those regulations because there are a lot of sexual harassment cases that have happened in our country.
Yes, exactly. But why should we legalize the regulations? I mean, the most important thing is that either men or women, every people must be aware about humans' right to feel safe anytime and anywhere. If only all of us have high awareness about this, the cases will be decreased without waiting for regulations.
There are a lot of reasons why the government must legalize the regulations as soon as possible.
So, can you explain a bit for me, please?
According to a study conducted by the Value Champion, Indonesia is the second most dangerous country for women in the Asia Pacific. Around 6% of the sexual harassment cases have increased during 2021, and 50% of those cases have happened in the public areas. In addition, Women's National Commissions have recorded that more than 4,000 cases of sexual harassment have occurred in Indonesia in the period January until September 2021.
Our country is the second most dangerous? No doubt the government should legalize the regulations as soon as possible. Now, I believe that social awareness is not enough. We need law. You're right. The law will prevent people treat others arbitrarily, including doing sexual harassment. Thank you for telling me that fact, Nisa.
I agree with you. Even though we're in this together, it's going to be a safer for us if we know that there is a regulation that protects us as the victim if something happens to us. In addition, with this regulation, a lot of existing cases will get more attention from the investigators and it will affect the mental health of the victims because they know that they're going to get a justice.
Totally agree. We often forget that the mental health of victims comes first. Sexual predators must receive severe punishment. It is must. I also want to emphasize that we as human beings must keep aware about it to protect ourselves and also protect people around us. Anyway, Nisa, do you have a suggestion or an opinion about caring for each other? Do you think it's difficult or not?
I think it's not really difficult. Have you ever heard about sexual harassment in the public areas?
Oh, yeah, I have heard about that. Seems like people can help the victim. Is that what you are going to say?
That's right! If we are in public places and we watch the sexual abuse in front of us, we must dare to fight the perpetrator and reprimand him as soon as possible, or just shout and scream. By doing that, people will give us attention and then don't forget to calm the victim.
Great, Nisa. You convinced me that we can resist them bravely. I also have suggestions, as we know that there are various kinds of sexual harassment such as verbal, physical, and visual. So there are also many kinds of way and prevention to each types. I think as a college students, we need to support or hold discussions, seminar, etc. related to the issues. And hopefully it will increase people's knowledge and awareness about this. And back to our first topic, the government should legalize the regulation about sexual harassment as soon as possible. No doubt.
So, the conclusion for today's conversation is both of us agree if the government legalize the regulations on sexual harassment cases as soon as possible. because both of us know that the number of sexual harassment cases is getting unsettling. Am I right?
Yep, and it will be safer for victims if regulation protects them and gives the perpetrator fair punishment.
Okay, thank you, Chicha, for the sharing session. Glad to know that you are agree with this regulation as much as I do.
No need to worry, Nisa. I enjoyed this sharing session. Thanks for giving me new perspective.